seat of the safety train. My name remains Fayo Williams, your regular safety Amazon, and today I have something really special for you as we celebrate the World Environment Day. Okay, this is normally celebrated on the 5th of June, and this time, in case you're wondering whether it's someone who's going to look at floods or somebody going to look at just agriculture, we're going to have somebody who is a leading developer of forests. Oh yes, he's into seedlings production, and this is so innovative. He is someone who's helping us to fight climate change. So who is my guest today? He's none other than Adewumi Owolabi, the managing director of Aerobic Agroforestry Limited, which is based in Ibadan, Oyo State. He hails from Ila-Orogun in Osun State. He's a versatile professional embodying the roles of a business owner, farmer, and environmentalist. His educational journey commenced in Ilesha and culminated in both a bachelor's degree as well as master's degree in business administration with a focus on agribusiness from the University of Agriculture in Abeokuta. He's also an alumnus of the International Research of Feed Technology, IFF, in Brunswick in Germany. Other notable achievements under Adewumi's belts include managing the largest nursery for agroforestry seedlings in Nigeria. Clap, clap, clap. Okay, he has established a 50-hectare forest plantation for ecological restoration in partnership with Ecosia, and he's fostering biodiversity conservation through indigenous tree planting projects. He has sold over 5 million tree and fruit seedlings. You see, so you can just ask Mr. Adewumi, can you give me a few trees over there? Ha ha ha. That is the kind of person Adewumi is. And he is on air with me. Hello. Adewumi Owolabi, how are you doing?
I'm good, I'm great. I'm so thrilled to be part of this wonderful program.
Awesome.
I have the pleasure of discussing World Environment Day with you all. And I can't wait to dive into this important conversation.
Beautiful. So what we always do is to ask you to greet people in your lingua franca. You know, Nigeria is so rich with over 250 languages, and we cannot fail to register yours. So hail or salute your people in your indigenous language to kick off this program today.
Oh, that is good. I'm from Ila-Orogun, so that is how we greet ourselves.
Yaleta, at least I know that one. That is awesome. Thank you, Adewumi. So let's just, take off from the first question. We would like to talk about climate change. We've heard so much about it. And against the backdrop of the World Environmental Day, can you enlighten our listeners on actions that human beings have been undertaking which has given rise to this challenge?
Yes, good evening all, and I'm happy to be here with you on this wonderful radio station, 96.1 FM.
Great.
And I'm so happy to be on here with my sister, the Safety Amazon Affairs. Good evening to you all. Yes, human activities are really impacted or affected the land which we call our home. Human activities have a significant impact on climate change in general.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the action that many of us have done to contribute to climate change include, number one, burning of fossil fuels. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas for energy production releases greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. which traps heat and contribute to global warming. And that is what we are going through all over the world today. And another one is the deforestation. Many of us, we clear forest land for agricultural purposes. We use land for many pastoral developments. And this reduces the number of trees that can absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It's an elementary biology that we all know that trees efforts to breathe in carbon dioxide, they capture carbon dioxide and they release oxygen.
Wow, I want you, just hold on, Owolabi. I want you to emphasize that point. Because Lagosians just say, oh, she be a tree. If it's disturbing me, I will cut it down. And when I was young, I used to climb trees. Trees were for climbing, you know. So I want you to really emphasize the role of trees. Like you said, basic biology. What do trees take in and what do they give out? Please emphasize that point again.
Okay, thank you very much, ma. The way trees or plants generally manufacture their food is through photosynthesis. And this process involves trees or plants generally, exception of some very few plants that don't do that. And we have another term for them. They breathe in carbon dioxide and they release carbon dioxide. I mean oxygen. Into the atmosphere.
Okay.
And the oxygen they release into the atmosphere is what we animals, we human beings need for our own living. Without oxygen, nobody can survive.
Very correct.
In an aerobic condition. Nobody can live in an aerobic except very few organisms like this. So it is a basic biology.
Beautiful.
The plants capture carbon dioxide. They help us to purify the atmosphere from the excess of carbon dioxide in the air. If they don't do this, you can just imagine what would have happened.
Honestly,
we have excess of carbon dioxide, and that is why in some big cities in the world, they are facing challenges of how to address the issue of pollution, air pollution, because of the excess of gases like methane, carbon dioxide, and some toxic pollutants.
Thank you very much. So this has really set the tone for the discussion today, and you've said it again, a lot of the actions of human beings like burning fossil fuels, releases this so much carbon dioxide into the air, and you've told us, all the consequences. But what are the simple changes individuals can make in their daily lives to reduce environmental impact? At least there must be some solution.
Yes, there are. The land belongs to us, and we need to see how we can manage it, protect it, so that it will be useful for the present and the future generation.
Beautiful.
And there are several ways individuals can, in their daily activities, try to reduce the impact of environment, of climate change. And some of these, I will put it in 3 R's.
Okay.
What are the 3 R's? The 3 R's is reduce, reuse, and recycle. What this means that we have to reduce the quantity of waste we use, we generate. We have to reduce it. And then, if we have released so much waste, what are the ways to recycle it? Can we find a way to make it useful for us
something
again,
useful
in a way that we can return it back to something that can be beneficial for us? So for example, we can recycle paper, we can recycle plastic, and turn it to something else that can also be very, very useful. Then the third one is reuse. We can reuse them instead of just making them to be pollutants in our environment.
But if I may quickly, okay, sorry, if I may quickly interrupt you there. When it comes to reusing things, don't you think somehow the culture doesn't help? Because if I had a child, maybe he needs a size 8 jeans and he just outgrew a size 6. If I like offer my neighbor the size 6, they would probably raise their eyebrows and say, no, don't worry, I'm going to buy a new set. So, there's this effect of culture. We just don't have a culture of reusing. If you go to a supermarket and somebody gives you a recycled poly bag, there are people who will turn up their noses. So do you have like a message you can give people, on accepting to reuse things better than just, turning them into the waste, and then so much waste, piles up all over the place?
Yes. My message to every one of us is that we should just have to look at this, our environment as what affects your neighbor definitely will affect you too. We can look at how we can encourage our local representatives or even at the national level to bring out a policy or bill in a way to prevent the usage of some items in our society. There could be a ban in the use of plastic bags. There could be a ban in the use of some items that we believe may be difficult to recycle. That is one. Probably the use of it can be dangerous to our health. I remember in Kenya, you only can buy anything in any supermarket with a plastic bag. They won't even say that. And also, I've come across a situation where if you want to insist on using maybe polythene bag, you have to pay extra money
for it. So that's a deterrent.
You see a lot of people going to the supermarket with their
own bags.
Their own bags. So they go to the supermarket with the bag today, they keep the bag again to be used
next time. Yeah, that's...
So with that, we are trying to conserve or reuse. That is the 1 hour of the water I just mentioned.
Yeah, right.
To reuse. And if for any reason it has damaged, what is the possibility of recycling it, returning it to another product,
another
or
state,
even to the product we have been using before.
Thank you.
We can bring out the policy. We can also create awareness. These things find it difficult to decay in the soil.
Exactly. They take thousands of years.
Yes. If some of these products get into our ocean, get into our sea body.
That's right.
And creating a terrible damage to the life in the ocean.
And sometimes the fishes will ingest it, I guess.
Yes.
And that means we are eating the plastics indirectly.
We are eating plastic.
Indirectly. So, Mr. Wolabi, let's go on to look at the issue of deforestation in Nigeria. Can you explain the role that trees play? How bad is the problem? Do we really have a major problem with deforestation in Nigeria? We look all around, it seems as if there's lush vegetation everywhere. Is there a problem of deforestation in Nigeria?
The deforestation in Nigeria is a big issue, and it's something that everybody must seriously pay attention to. Let me just quote the Nigerian Conservation Foundation, NCF. They are based in Lagos, yes?
Yes.
We say that Nigeria has lost 96% of natural forest cover.
Wow.
And deforestation is at an alarming rate of 11.1% annually.
Wow, that is deep.
And no country has that kind of record. And in one of their records, in 2005, by the United Nations Food Agriculture
Organization, yeah.
This is an arm of the United Nations. In their report, they say Nigeria is the worst deforested country globally.
Wow.
This is a terrible accusation.
Oh, that is really deep. That is deep and is very thought-provoking, but I want you to hold your thoughts while we take a traffic update. We'll be right back with you to conclude the program.
All right, just you tune to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Yes, quickly, let's tell you this, that There is a minor accident that's around Koshofe in mile 12. It's a minor accident between a Toyota and a Dangote trailer. Okay, but men of the Nigerian police force are there doing the needful. The backlog now is at Yano School. If you're going towards that direction, that means if you're coming in from Kitsu, expect that build up. But yes, I bet you effort is actually ongoing to get this out of the road.
Thank you very much for staying tuned to the Safety Train. My name remains Fayo Williams, and I have been having a super interesting discussion with Adewumi Owolabi, who is into agroforestry. And I told you that of all things, in case you're thinking of corn and you're thinking of cassava, this man helps you to plant trees. And if you would like to ask him any question, you can call in by dialing the number 080991207777. You can send a WhatsApp message to that number as well. In the alternative, you can dial 091 53 87 7127. And I have been talking to Adewumi Owolabi, who has given us a prescription on the 3 R's to reduce waste, reuse products, or recycle them into some other useful products. And now I would like to take him up on another question. Adewumi, are you still with us?
Welcome to everything.
Beautiful. So we have spoken about this problem of deforestation, and now I want to ask you why you have decided to set up this huge nursery, because the theme for this year's World Environment Day is our land, our future. So what really led you to establish the largest nursery for agroforestry seedlings in Nigeria?
Thank you very much for this question. Just like many anybody in Nigeria, our focus is more on edible crop production like corn,
like sweet potato. Yeah.
Some time ago, about 6 years ago, I visited South Africa. And I was inspired by the significant investment in tree planting and in food production. I particularly visited a company called Easy Grow. They are based in Lesotho, South Africa. They have the capacity to produce 50 million seedlings annually.
50 million?
50 million seedlings annually. And actually, seedling production or nursery business is a specialized business. Because that is where you raise what will potentially be the bedrock of your business. If you are not able to manage your feelings properly, or you are not able to produce your feelings properly, you may have challenges in future or in the course of the business. Take for example, if you don't take care of your baby when they are infant stage, they are dedicated to nutrients, they are exposed to different hazard environments. Chances are that they will not grow very well. They may be stunted, their brain will not develop well, and that will definitely affect their future activities of performance.
Very true.
So, just like in South Africa and some many developed countries, nursery business is a specialized area. And what I saw in South Africa really prompted me that, look, what many of us do in Nigeria is that if you are into vegetable production, you raise your feeling by yourself, you do your own.
One-stop shop, you do everything.
So it's an area you can dedicate to some well-skilled people who have the knowledge and hear the whole of how to actually produce feelings properly. You actually tell them what you need to do, what you want to get from them. So when I came to Nigeria, I said, look, what we have seen, I'm going to replicate it here. And that is what I've done. And that is what we are doing at the moment.
Awesome. Oh, well, every good thing tends to come to an end. So we're in the, rounding up on this program right now. So let me ask you, if there are any programs or initiatives which you belong to, which international bodies have helped us to counteract the damaging effects of climate change, because I do happen to know that you belong to a number of programs. So tell us a little bit about these programs and initiatives that are helping us to counteract the, debilitating effects of this climate change.
Thank you, Ma. There are several international bodies and programs
Mm-hmm.
that have been instrumental in counteracting the damaging effects of climate change.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these organizations include World Resource Institute, they are based in USA, they focus on research analysis to help government, organizations, private business, vision regarding climate mitigation and adaptation strategies. We also have World Economic Forum, the GIZ, and they have been very, very, very supportive.
Okay.
They work on behalf of the German government to support sustainable development projects.
Or did you mean the GIZ Privable program? Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Okay, yes. I'm one of the course, and GIZ has set up a program to really assist in terms of skill development, empowerment, training, workshop for selected countries, and for which I belong to Nigeria.
Okay.
And the help in training to prepare us for
investments as well. So what's your social media handle if anybody wants to learn more about this, your huge nursery, your tree planting? Do you have you available on social media as we conclude this program? Yes, please.
Okay.
What's your handle?
On Facebook, we are there. Aerobic Agroforestry.
Aerobic Agroforestry. Okay.
Limited. And then on Twitter, we are there at Aerobic.
Okay.
Agroforestry.
All right.
So on Instagram.
All right. Unfortunately, we have to end the program now, and I would like to thank Adewumi Owolabi for telling us this innovative way of producing millions of seedlings for the use of Nigerians. My name remains Fayo Williams, and I'm available across social media at Fayo Williams on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Till I come your way again next week, it is via con Dios, which means go with God.